Yo, what's Gucci, what's Fendi, what's poppin'? Brand new whip, nah, fam. I just hopped in. So, guys, welcome to the Psychology Podcast, but not just coming to the Psychology Podcast. Welcome to the Accountability Series, and I'll be joined by my co-host Cliff, the accountant. Yes, um, we're gonna get into the episode, but I just wanted to let you guys know that after we had our episode about accountability, which is sort of explaining what accountability is, we got into actually making a series where we're breaking down different topics and then linking it with accountability. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's gonna be a blast. So yeah, right after this, you're gonna hear the beautiful voice of Psycho and Cliff. But till next time, whatever, please just keep enjoying the good stuff and enjoy the accountability series. Remember, be accountable. Peace, yo. So I welcome back Cliff, the accountant. Anyway, what's good, my nigga?
You know it is, man. You know it is, man. Just enjoying Zimbabwe, bro.
Enjoying Zuma?
Yeah, what can you do?
Ish, with the beers. Huh?
Hey, bro, there's been a shortage, dog. Of beers. Kind of weird, but yeah, with the beers.
Find shortage. I forgot, man.
Yeah, bro. It's actually so annoying. I thought that's when the whack items are the ones that I left, and you really think, it's better to be sober. It's better to be sober, bro.
Boys, they my beers. Hey, by the way, disclaimer: I don't drink any beers. So, to anyone who's listening, no, okay. Anyway, so so accountability. Yeah, so this episode is about how to take accountability. At first, we were talking about what it is and just browsing through. Now we're getting in depth, and now we're saying how. How do you take accountability? How? Yeah. So, Mr. Cliff, can you tell us what you think about how to take accountability as a person?
Yeah, man. Again, I just gotta issue a few disclaimers. I'm not a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or any of that. I'm not a doctor. So yeah, man. It's just what I think and what I've learned, So I could be wrong. I could be right. It's just one of those issues.
Okay.
But yeah, I love to use examples in my explanation. We defined accountability really as just realizing that your actions have consequences and you actually admitting to yourself that that what you've done has an impact.
Mm-hmm.
So how you take accountability, the first thing is to talk to yourself and acknowledge to yourself that, look, man, I'm not perfect. Once you realize that, that's like 90% of the job, man. Just realizing or just admitting that you're not perfect, it goes such a long way, because after that, right, you remove all the blockers that that are always shifting blame to everyone else, that are always making you look innocent and this and that. Right. And then the next part is to sort of like look at it from a different perspective, almost like an objective perspective. If there's another party involved, just look at it from their perspective, and that's when you can actually start to realize the part that you play. Because let's look at a situation that's super common. You know, you're driving, right, and you've got into an intersection.
Yes.
And you have the right of way. Listen. Then you hesitate. right? Once you've hesitated, the other person decides to go, and then you go after that person,
Then
and then you
collision.
bump into each other, right? In that circumstance, it's easy for everyone to come and say that guy was wrong, because you had the right of way and this and that.
Yes.
But for you to be accountable, right, is for you to look at it and say, but wait, I might have, given him, I don't know, some false hope. I might have done something that led to that person deciding to go. By me hesitating, I made it seem as though I've given the other person the way to go. And I understand that they could have interpreted it like that. And that is taking accountability right there. Because you said in a situation where you're being considered to be right. You've actually gone above and beyond, and you said to yourself, "But wait, what did I do to contribute to the situation?"
Yes.
There,
Yes.
that's it, man. That's how you decide to be accountable, man. It's just you putting yourself in, just outside, slightly outside the situation, and just looking from as a bystander. I'm sure
No
you've had so many.
bystanders. Yeah.
You watch like a game of football, right? When you're
Yeah.
like, he should have done this. He should have done that.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy,
Yeah.
That's how you look at your own life, like in a relationship, there are two people, and then
Yes.
it's like a typical he said, she said
Ooh,
situation.
it's always like that.
It's always like that, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
depending on who, yeah. Um, you'd be like, this other person is evil, man. Damn.
He's evil.
It's like, the way people actually exaggerate, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
in situations like that, like
Mm-hmm.
once you put yourself out, let's just look at an example here. Say, let me actually use something from my real life. Like I always say,
I love these. I love these real life examples.
yeah. Why use like abstracts when you can use things that happen every day?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think I've mentioned this before. Like the fact that I'm busy all the time, that I have my goals and this and that. Um, it's hard for other people to understand it because they're not their goals, they're not their visions.
Yes.
So
Yes. True that.
to them, it's just something that I'm doing for the sake
Mm-hmm.
of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed this, it wasn't just with one girl, it was actually with multiple girls at different times, of course.
Hey.
We would go
Hey.
through the
Hey.
process.
Hey.
Not like that. We would
Okay.
go through the process. I don't know what the kids call it these days, where you're not like
Under
dating
the
per se,
kids.
but you're getting to know.
Hey. This is where you know you're some on another level. Hey,
A yeah, I'm sure
we
all of
call
such
it
is reality
courtship
these days.
or whatever.
What is it, courtship?
Yeah,
Yeah, they always have
that's
a fancy word. Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. So during the process, you're still getting to know each other and this and that. So here I am, I've got flipping work, I've got school, there I'm doing my masters, I've got the gym, and I've got hockey there, here I am, I'm really trying to play competitively, trying to make the team and this and that. So that's my whole day there. Sometimes I got church, sometimes I got this and that, sometimes I got to work on my business plan. So that was my
Yes.
day, and that's how I planned it. So it made sense to me because I planned to be sort of single the whole way, and then the courtship, whatever, just happened. So, as I was looking at the relationship, I was like, she's got to understand this. And I would talk to the girls and be like, hey, I'm such a busy person, but I'll try. I'm gonna put in the
Hey.
work. I'm gonna do this
Hey,
and that.
hey, hey,
And in
hey.
my head,
Try.
everything's going well, right?
mm,
Everything is just in my head. I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is
this is
I'm
the
doing well.
one.
I'm trying to balance, you know. But at the same time, you get the girls being like, "Do you really like me? Do you think that I don't feel like you're putting in enough work. I don't feel like you're doing this and that.
You're
I
not
don't
giving
feel
me
this and
attention.
exactly, man." and I'll be like, what the hell? And I'm sacrificing, and I'm feeling like I'm sacrificing big time, bro. Like for me, sacrificing 2 hours, even just of sleep, right, is just crazy because like, the
because
schedule's tight,
you
man.
also sleep early. You have to wake up early. You know, you've got
Exactly, man.
I remember you
Like
actually telling
before that,
me
you have to die.
before we even recorded this, you were even telling me like yesterday, you're like, yo, dude, man, I'm sleeping in like 30 minutes. 30 minutes is like 9:30, eh? So like,
Yeah, man.
yo, like, yeah, I get it.
It's crazy, bro. So like, if you got a schedule like that, trying to get someone, you just try to involve an entire human being in your schedule is crazy. Man.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like, I don't even talk to my mom that often. I try to talk to her here and there, but imagine can't even talk to my mom every single day for 30 minutes. Now I
Yeah,
have to do this for another person. That was my thinking, and I'm trying my best. Like, this is just my perspective.
yeah, yeah.
And I was blaming these girls, and I was like, these girls, man, these girls. And then I looked at it from their perspective, and I was like, can you imagine you meet a guy who is great?
Oh no! Wait, what?
Hey man, it's my
Wait.
story, man.
Ah, oh, ah,
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 yes, who is great? I'm just assuming.
ah,
I'm assuming. Why would you be with me?
I don't see.
Yeah,
I know, but I don't blame
like,
you, man. Nah, this is a great guy. Yo,
yeah, I think so. I hope so.
yeah,
Um, so she's with a great guy. She's like, okay, I got. She's expecting a lot of things, especially
Mhm.
considering like
You've got
you
your own
know
things going on, and most guys our
exactly
age, let's be honest, are not like at that stage that you're at, like where financially you've got your things and you've got your place and stuff like that. Yeah.
exactly man. Exactly.
Mm.
And the unfortunate part, um, people then tend to believe that you can settle, and that's another topic altogether. So like our levels of whatever the way we were thinking at that point in time was different. And
Mm-hmm.
I'd never acknowledged that. I'd always just thought everyone's supposed to think like me.
Mm-hmm.
So there she is. She's saying that she needs more attention, and this is more than one person and on different occasions. And I think it took me up to the third person for me to realize, no, I actually have a bit of a problem here. I am not
Yes.
ready to be in a relationship with
Oh,
anyone.
yeah.
So,
Mm-mm.
um, you know, the fact that I'm not ready means that I need to actually stop and look, and ask myself, what am I doing wrong, for these people? And then
Yes.
I notice I'm not giving them enough attention. Most of the time, they're not going to work or going to school or going to what. So they have so much time on their hands that they really get to miss me. And the times that I'm there,
Oh.
I'm great. I'm like amazing, and I can get it because if you had, it's like a drug or sort, bro. If you get the few seconds you get with it, it's so amazing, and then you don't get it, so you really feel the difference of when it's there and when it's not there.
Yes.
So I started looking at it like that, and also how it is with everyone else, like um other people our age when they're in relationships, it's like they're always
Mm.
together, they're always this, they always have
Mm.
time,
And
and there's
these are
always these
people
Instagram
our
quotes.
age, and you can tell
Yeah,
it's a certain stage. Mm.
exactly, man. So like I then started to look at it from their perspective, and I took accountability and I said, wait, if I want to be with someone and I want to give them my full attention, I might actually have to take a break from this and actually not date someone. Um, you know,
Mm. Mm.
and just take time to check how I can actually get this. How can actually add another person into my life?
And
And
be
once I
able or
looked at it
not
like
not
that,
make them feel bad or feel left out.
exactly.
Mm.
Imagine someone who likes you telling you that you're hurting them, bro. That shit is
Mm.
deep. If you already
It's deep, bro.
topic for another day. But it's actually
uh,
it's hella deep, bro. Like
yeah,
even
it's
I
deep.
wouldn't want to hurt someone I don't like, let alone someone I do. But
Yeesh.
yeah, that's how I then decided to take accountability. Um, that's that action of you actually deciding, no, 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 wait, let me look at it from their perspective. Even in a case where I can go and tell you the story, I can go and tell my friends the story, and they're gonna support me. They're going to be like, okay, you're right. A man like you, man, you can get any girl you want. She's
Yeah,
joking around, man.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
in a situation like that, for you to then be like, no, 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 wait. But she has a point. She wants this. There's something that she's expecting from this, and I don't even have to expect her to 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 um to look at things from my perspective. That doesn't matter. I am the one who has to be willing to be accountable. I'm the one that has to be willing to say, okay, let me look at it from another
Right.
perspective.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
That's
that whole there's two sides to a coin. That's how you take accountability, right? Hey,
because
man.
there's two sides to a story, and
Yeah,
my thing here is that I think it's hard because it's a hardship to swallow to then do that, to be like, ha, let me actually start seeing it from their lens. Because I've heard situations, okay, let me use relationship situations where, let's say, a gent, yeah, he was dating a girl,
yeah,
and then she was, let's just say it was just a bad relationship, but it was just a toxic relationship. Maybe he was putting all the effort. He was the one who was, trying to always call and all that stuff, right?
yeah,
But then she wasn't putting as much, and then let's just say um she then breaks up with them, or he ends up breaking up with her, and then he's always saying, fuck, I can never trust another woman, woman ain't, you can't trust women, you know
yeah,
what I'm talking about. This happens with both men and women. um you know, I dated this girl and she was like this. Even the other girl I dated before, she was like this. Like, why is it that, like, I was just dating these type of guys, I let them in, they just didn't treat me well. I shouldn't be treated like that. That type of vibe.
yeah. I do, I
Um,
do.
I think it becomes hard because you're already in that victim mindset, and you're already saying, yo, which is true. I mean, the person was treating you like shit, but
True, true.
what is it that led them to you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
I
yeah.
think the accountability is so that you understand what you need to stop doing to keep bringing these people in your life, or
True there, man. True.
that's how you grasp that. Because you know what, there's some things that some traits I have that make such people want to always be around me, and I'll take accountability for that. Be like, yo, you know what, I'm like this because you know, I believe like attracts like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
So that can be hard, especially like now when you're saying your friends will be saying, "Nah, you're right, yeah, bro, but it brings this sort of complacency, and
Yeah,
you're not working on yourself. Becoming the best version of yourself.
obviously.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Nah, exactly. Well said. I think that's exactly what's up.
Yeah,
That's exactly what's up.
it's a mad thing. Okay, so obviously our time is about to run out because we don't want to spend too much time on each episode. But basically, to sum it up, I think Cliff was just said it best. Yo, how you take accountability, you basically look at the situation and look at in terms of the other person's view. What are they seeing? And then you see, okay, this is what I did wrong. Let me take that accountability for the things that I'm doing wrong. In Cliff's case, he understood that, yo, as much as he's a great guy, but
Great.
uh, you just
Still
wasn't
single,
ready
though.
for a relationship because he's still working on himself. And for him to work on himself and get his businesses, his gym, all that stuff for hockey, he kind of has to just be by himself, because including someone else, they won't understand because you won't have as much time. And you have to understand that. And now you're not just gonna just date for the sake of I want to date. You're gonna wait
True.
until either you figure out something that you know that okay, even with my life, I can do this and still give enough time to my baby boo. Or just wait until you get the things that you wanna get and then get a young lady in your life. Is that
Good
it?
man.
Are there any
I
other
also
words that you just want to add?
nah, man. If I try add any words, we're gonna record like an episode. Yeah. So nah, but it's so good. It's so good, man.
Nah,
So
so yeah, this is episode 2 of the accountability series. Let us know what you think about how to, take accountability, please send us messages. Instagram, yeah, Titiribo. Just send us, just be like, yo, or even correct us if we are not preaching something that you agree with. Just be like, nah, I just don't think it's like this. Then we can have a healthy dialogue. Who knows, we can even bring another person into this and then they will explain their part. But as for this episode, it's your boy Psycho. You know the vibes. I'm signing out, Mr. Cliff. You know the vibes. Thank you. You know.
I do, man.
Peace, peace, peace.